Hey, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to another episode of Exploring Your Inner Love with Sasha Ridley. And today we're going to talk about how I lost over 70 plus pounds and how I kept the weight off. So, the first thing I did was change my diet, right? I noticed that I was emotionally eating. When I felt happy, I ate. When I felt sad, I ate. When I was upset and frustrated, I ate. So, once I became aware of that bad habit, I was able to gain more control of my diet. So, first and foremost, of course, I, made groceries and I got me a lot of fruits and a lot of vegetables, and I cut back on the snacks. Like prior to me losing so much weight, I would eat a lot of snacks, a lot of junk food, a lot of processed foods, a lot of soul food, food that's high in carbs, food that's high in starch and high in sodium. So I cut back on majority of that diet, and I mainly focused on implementing my fruits and my vegetables and making sure that I eat enough with every meal, because before I wasn't. It's like I would just nibble on this, that, and the third, which then caused me to be hungry, which then try NOLA Sweetie Treaties homemade pralines, rich, creamy, and packed with southern flavors. Order yours today by clicking the link in our description section. Caused me to pick up something that's fast, easy, and convenient at a fast food restaurant. So I also cut out meat. Now I cut out meat for like a long portion of my weight loss journey, which was the chicken, the beef, the turkey. I think the only type of meat I was consuming was fish and shrimp. So those are the different steps on how I changed my diet. And of course I implemented more water throughout the day to make sure that I was hydrated and that I was flushing out the toxic and different things like that. Here's something that I want a lot of people to consider is that you have pounds of waste that is literally sitting in your colon. And that's what makes you fat. That's what makes you 30 pounds heavier, 40 pounds heavier. And you may say to yourself, if I could just lose 20 pounds, or if I could just lose 30 pounds, I'll be okay. I'll be at my weight goal, right? Here's the thing. You have to detox. And this is what I did. Detoxing is such an important step within your lifestyle, within your wellness, within your health. You have to detox your body. I was able to lose some of the weight that I lost when I changed my diet, but when I detoxed my body, when I did a 7-day detox or a 14-day detox, that's when the weight literally shredded off of me. Like literally, I'm not lying, I'm not over exaggerating, I'm not doing none of that. I am telling you the honest truth. If you detox, you will lose the weight, because think about it. When you're detoxing, what is the main thing you're doing? You're using the restroom, which means you're releasing the waste, which means you're releasing the weight that's on you. So I would highly suggest that you reach out to your doctor and see if you can detox your body, and what type of detox will be suitable and appropriate for you. But if you really want that weight to fall up off of you, I highly suggest that you detox, because that's all it is. You just have a lot of waste sitting in your colon. And once you detox, you're gonna feel better, you're gonna look better, your organs have the ability to reset themselves. So that was a part of me changing my diet. The second thing I did was focus on cardio. I was already like working out prior to me wanting to like get serious about my weight loss journey. I would work out. I would engage in cardio and lifting weights. However, when I got very, very serious about my weight loss journey, I said, well, me lifting the weights, I felt as though me lifting weights and me having so much of fat in the areas that I wanted to really, really work on, to me, I felt like it didn't serve any purpose. Like I didn't want to have fat on top of muscles if that makes sense. Like, I felt as though it's best for me to like lose the weight, lose the fat that's in certain areas, which is like my arms and like my back, mainly like my upper body. And then once I lose that weight, then I could tone up by lifting weights. So I focused on cardio for a long period of time. I want to say I focused on cardio for at least about maybe 3 to 4, 5, 6 months. I really can't tell you the time period because I really can't remember. But I focused on cardio, which was, walking or jogging, or running. And my main goal was to complete a mile. Now, I didn't have like a schedule like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I walk a mile. I didn't have a schedule. I'm not really good with schedules or routines. I just go based off of like my availability and based off of like my discipline system that I have within myself. So if I, work out Monday and then Tuesday and Wednesday I don't, then I know come Thursday I have to work out. Come the weekend I know I have to work out, if that makes sense. That's how, my brain operates. But I walked a mile a day, and on a very, very good day, on a good day, I will walk 2 miles, but only for a good day, okay? But I would stick to, walking a mile and letting that be, my exercising for the day. And here's another thing that I want a lot of people to consider, and this is what's going to go into number 3, which is to find your own balance with your own diet and your own workout plan, right? Because majority of us, when we think about working out or when we think about losing weight, the first thing that pops up in our head is, oh, we have to go to the gym. And oh, we have to eat more salads. And oh, we have to maybe find a personal trainer and get this person to train us, right? Like, we're automatically programmed to look outside of ourselves. But in actuality, when it comes down to a weight loss journey that then will turn into a wellness journey for you, you have to find your own balance. And this is why a lot of people start their weight loss journey and then they realize they can't commit to it, is because they haven't found their own balance. So say for instance, you have some people that's been following this one particular trainer on Instagram, and they reach out to this trainer and they get the information on, the diet, the meal plan, the workout plan, this, that, and the third. Then they start the meal plan and they start everything it is that they need to start. And then 1 to 2 to 3 days they're in, but then they realize they can't commit to that plan anymore. And it's not because you don't believe in yourself, because if you didn't believe in yourself, you wouldn't have reached out to the trainer to get the help or the support that you need. If you didn't believe in yourself, you wouldn't have set a goal for you to lose this weight. It's just the simple fact that you're living up to a standard and an expectation that you can't commit to. If you really think about it, and I'm not trying to, bash any trainer or bash anything like that. If you want to, reach out and get a trainer, do that. But what I'm saying is that trainer's standards and expectations may be a bit too high for you. That standard may say, look, I need you to do these workouts. I need you to do 7 workouts every single day. And I need you to follow this meal plan every single day. What if you don't have the time to do that, to do those 7 workouts every single day? What if you don't have the money to be able to afford every single meal that's on the list? You see what I'm saying? So that way you find yourself living outside of your own expectations because you basically want to please this person, or you just want to live by the standard that this person has given you, but in actuality it's not working for you. So you have to find something that works for you. You have to find your balance within it all. So if you reach out to that trainer and that trainer expectation is still work out 7 days and eat these meals, find your own balance. You wake up, you got a 9 to 5. So therefore, it's either if you got 7 workouts and you want to work those 7 workouts, okay, how about in the morning when you wake up you do 3, and then when you get off from work you do the 4? How about when you get off from work, instead of you doing the 7 workouts, how about you just pull up a YouTube video? How about you pull up a YouTube video and you work out with the exercises on the YouTube video and count that as your exercise? You see how you're finding balance? You're moving along your own pace. Say for instance, if this trainer say, well, I want you to eat these particular meals. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Say for instance, if this trainer said, I want you to eat these particular meals 7 days a week. And you know for a fact that you and your family have a tradition where y'all sit down and y'all eat every Sunday. And here comes Sunday, and the trainer wants you to eat this boring salad or this delicious salad, whatever it is, whatever type of meal it is. What are you going to do? Because I know for a fact, I'm going to go sit with my family and I'm going to go eat with my family, because this is a tradition that I have with my family. This was what was going on before that trainer came in the picture. On top of the fact that this is my balance. This is what I do. I'm finding balance. I could give you 6 days, trainer, but I don't know if I could give you 7 days, and that's okay, because you know yourself and you know your balance. So you have to find what works for you. I found what worked for me. I don't like working out in the gym. I would rather work out outside versus being in the gym. When you go to the gym, you got all the people in there. You got all the people in the way. You got this person on the machine that you really need to use. You got that person don't know what they doing. It's just too much that be going on in the gym. So I prefer to work out outside. I went to the store. I purchased me some weights. So when it's time for me to lift weights, I could just go home and I could lift my weights. When I want to walk, all I have to do is walk outside or walk in my neighborhood or walk in the park. So you just have to find your balance within everything, especially when it comes down to this weight loss journey. Balance is key. It's key, especially when you're changing your diet, right? Did I eat fruits and vegetables every single day I woke up? No. Do I still eat fruits and vegetables every single day I wake up? No. Majority of my diet is the fruits and the vegetables and the nuts and things that's gonna fuel my body, and protein and low carbs. Majority of my diet is that. But guess what, baby? It's nothing for me to go to Popeyes and give me some Popeyes. It's not for me to go to Burger King, give me some Burger King. Or it's nothing for me to go to one of these black-owned restaurants and go get a home-cooked meal. You get what I'm saying? So you have to find what works for you. You have to find the balance through it all. If you're doing a little bit too much of something, minimize it. Find ways to minimize whatever it is that you're doing. And this is how I lost over 70 plus pounds. And this is how I was able to keep the weight off. I am got to be probably about 160 something pounds. When I first started off, my heaviest weight, I was like 230 something. I was knocking on 240s. I said absolutely no way. Absolutely no way. You could tell by the pictures that I posted that I have in this video. I said absolutely no way. I got that weight off of me. I got it completely off of me, because we not finna do this. I'm not finna do this. And I'm currently 160 something. Now I'm in the process of picking my weight back up, because I feel like I lost extremely too much of weight. But I know how to pick it up. I know what foods to eat for me to pick it up. And I know what to do if I ever get to a point where I done picked up too much weight. I know what it is that I need to do to take the weight off, all right? So all this is about is just you finding your balance, baby. You could lose the weight. You can most definitely lose the weight. You could do it. It's just that you got to find balance with it. Look online. Look at some meal plans, some stuff that you're interested in, some things that you would like to eat. Look into it. And then in the meantime, between time, treat yourself. Go out to eat. Indulge in whatever it is that you want to indulge in. Okay? So you got this. You came to the right place for the advice, for the tips and the tools. And I literally just gave you everything it is that you need to know. And the last thing I want to leave y'all with is to be patient on this journey. Be patient on this journey, because think about it. You didn't pick that weight up overnight. You didn't create those habits overnight. It took you time to create those habits. It took you time to put that weight on you. So be patient with yourself. I guarantee you, if you stick to your plan, even if it's somebody else's plan, and if you customize it to your plan, I guarantee you, you're going to see results. You're going to see results. And you're going to be proud of yourself. And you're going to be happy for yourself, because this is a journey that you embraced. This ain't nobody, you ain't on nobody else's journey. This is your journey. So that's it. See ya.